Sam Shim U Gye, Exploring a Myth of Martial Arts Multiplicity. The martial arts world has long held space for not only demonstrations of physical techniques, but also oral teachings that border on the mystical. One such term that is rarely documented, but occasionally referenced in specific martial circles, is Sam Shim U Gye, roughly interpreted as three-minded five principles or three mental states and five disciplines. This phrase suggests a layered understanding of human perception, psychological multiplicity, and strategic movement. Unlike somewhat known practices like Kyung Gong Sul Bope, Qing Gong, or light body skill, or Dim Mak, or death touch, Sam Shim U Gye remains mostly undocumented in formal Korean martial systems. Yet within certain oral traditions, it is spoken of in association with the ability to move so swiftly or unpredictably that one appears to be in multiple places at once. This essay aims to examine the term's potential meaning, its symbolic relationship to martial illusions of multiplicity, and its resonance with broader esoteric traditions, such as Fenshin from Taoist lore. While there is little scholarly reference to Sam Shim U Gye, analyzing its components and inferred application offers valuable insight into how martial legends and perceptual mastery intertwine. Let's delve further into a linguistic and symbolic deconstruction, where a breakdown of Sam Shim U Gye reveals a phrase built on classic East Asian symbolic logic. Sam means three. Shim means mind or heart, referring to consciousness, awareness, or intention. U is possibly a linking particle and could also mean space or again. G could denote breath, vital force, or energy. Taken together, the phrase may imply a structured methodology of mental control, such as three minds merging or projecting energy, or even possibly the three-mind energy method. In oral accounts, Sam Shim U Gye has been linked to the ability of a martial artist to move with such unpredictability, speed, or rhythm disruption that they appear to be multiplying themselves, a visual illusion often mistaken for supernatural ability. Perceived multiplicity and perhaps a martial arts illusion. Rather than literal replication, Sam Shim U Gye may be better understood through the lens of perceptual manipulation. Human visual processing can be overwhelmed by sudden, rapid movement combined with environmental cues such as low light or limited peripheral awareness. Under these conditions, a highly trained practitioner might seem to divide their presence via broken rhythm and redirection, misdirection through layered footwork, or exploitation of perceptual lag such as saccadic masking, persistence of vision. This aligns with the more formally attested Chinese concept of Fenshin or body division found in Taoist texts like Bao Puzi. Geihong recounts adepts capable of creating multiple illusory bodies or appearing simultaneously in different locations, not as a physical feat, but as a spiritual or meditative realization. Let's look at oral tradition versus scholarly canon. The scarcity of references to Sam Shim U Gye in martial literature raises an important distinction between documented tradition and oral transmission. Some martial teachings, particularly those tied to esoteric or family-based systems, were passed down verbally, often encoded in metaphoric or poetic language. In such cases, a term like Sam Shim U Gye might serve not as a technical formula, but as a mnemonic device for internal principles, controlling one's mind, reading the opponent, and using deceptive motion to shape perception. In modern application, this principle might be observed in elite-level athletes, such as boxers or mixed martial artists, who use feints and timing to vanish from the opponent's field of awareness, creating the illusion of multiple directions or unpredictable angles. Then there are comparative frameworks, such as Qing Gong, Taoist visualization, and Wuxia myths. Sam Shim U Gye also echoes internal energy traditions where the mind is trained to split focus between different bodily centers or project awareness beyond the self. In certain Neigong practices, advanced practitioners visualize three fields of awareness where the head, heart and lower dantian are simultaneously active. Similarly, in wuxia cinema, such as Mortal Kombat or Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, warriors are depicted leaping through trees or striking multiple foes with dazzling speed, mythical metaphors for an elite practitioner's fluid, multidimensional control of space. This myth-making often draws on the history of the Shaolin monastery and its integration of martial discipline and spiritual cultivation. This symbolism doesn't imply literal multiplication, but reflects an ideal of internal plurality and external coherence. Being everywhere at once by being completely in tune with one's body, environment, and opponent. Though undocumented in formal literature, Sam Shim U Gye offers a compelling conceptual framework for understanding how martial artists manipulate perception through timing, positioning, and psychology. Its language evokes internal states of divided attention and strategic redirection, rather than mystical powers. When interpreted in tandem with Taoist Fenshin, Aboriginal shadow walking, and modern neurology, Sam Shim U Gye reveals itself as a metaphorical map of how disciplined minds and bodies can create illusions so powerful they border on the mythic. Rather than dismissing such phrases as fantasy, we are invited to explore how martial artists throughout history have refined their craft, not only through physical conditioning, but through perception, awareness, and intention. In doing so, Sam Shim U Gye becomes less a supernatural claim and more a poetic blueprint for mastering complexity within stillness, motion, and mind. Buyer beware of modern exploitation in the pursuit of learning rare and esoteric methods such as Kyung Gong Sul Bope, Sam Shim U Gye, or Dim Mak. Aspiring students should exercise discernment. While historical legends, cultural folklore, and cinematic portrayals like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon stir fascination with superhuman potential, they also invite opportunism. There are individuals and groups who present these elusive skills as secrets they alone have mastered, often demanding steep financial or personal commitments. Without empirical validation or lineage-based verification, such claims can mislead the hopeful and exploit the vulnerable. As Carl Sagan aptly noted, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. Caution, critical thinking, and humility are vital companions on any path toward human development, especially when the line between myth and mastery is intentionally blurred.